uh, how is the real I and the creator are related to each other?
The real I is consciousness or the self, right?
I don't have a clue. You talk, I'll listen.
Okay. So the real I is consciousness or the self. But the self as such does not create. The self is just a kind of a substratum, right? Kind of a nameless, formless reality, which is conscious or aware, and it is consciousness or awareness itself. It happens that there is a power residing within that consciousness, right? Kind of an illusory power. People call it mind, people call it energy, non-differentiated, Kundalini, Shakti, whatever it is. And it's that energy inseparable from consciousness that manifests all this. It doesn't create as such, it manifests. It's different, right? Creation means time, manifestation is spontaneous, right? If you pay attention to one's own daily experience, right? When I go to sleep, even if I want to sleep, I can't. I will fall asleep spontaneously, right? I may go through the process of the dream state, or I may go to deep sleep state when there is no mind, no body, no world, nothing. It's total darkness, total absence, right? So these are mental states, awakened state, dream state, deep sleep state, right? They alternate each other and contradict each other. So in the same way, the dream state and the sleep state happen spontaneously. The awakened state also happens spontaneously. We spontaneously wake up. We find ourselves waking up. So the mind is responsible for all that, and the mind is all that. The self or consciousness is just the source of all that, the substratum where all that exists, the witness of all that, and where all that disappears or dissolves. Are you following so far?
It's okay. You talk it, then I'll digest after all. I will try to analyze all this.
So people understand generally what mind is as just the subtle aspect of the mind, which is the thought I, which is the ego, the sense of individuality, the intellect, the memory, the tendencies and predispositions, and so on. But the mind is collectively the whole illusion or the whole phenomena. See, this is the gross aspect of the mind. When I say this, I mean the whole world, the so-called material world. And the subtle aspect is your thoughts, memory, ego, intellect, predispositions, and so on. And there is another one, which is the causal aspect of the mind, which is this energy that expands and contracts, that goes to a state of when it is manifested, and then it goes to a state of unmanifested. Now it's in the manifested dynamic phase, so to speak, right? And then suddenly, whoop, it becomes completely static. Everything is there in a potential state, in a latent state, dormant, right? So it's the mind that is dormant, now it is awake, and then it might be dreaming, right? So this is a illusory power that expands and contracts. But consciousness is just a substratum, see? So what is the relation between the two? In reality, they are not two. That's the whole point. They are not two. They are one and the same. That's the meaning of non-duality or Advaita or oneness or whatever people like to call it, right? So in one way, we can say that they are related because they are not separate. In another hand, if they are not separate, they are not related because who is going to be related to what? No, if they are one and the same, so the question about relationship or being related simply does not arise. It's like to say, how is the wave related to the sea? Right? Well, what wave? If there is only the sea, the wave is the sea. So who is going to be related to what? Right? That is so far what I can say as an answer to your question.
Thank you.
The mind manifests all this, and the mind itself identifies with its own manifestation, with all this, right? And then it says, I am this. When it says I am this, automatically it feels separate from the others. I am this body, and everything that I perceive through the body is other. See? I am here, you are there. Two. See, I and you. Then I am here. Where are you now? Which country?
I live in Sacramento, California.
Right. Well, even if you were sitting in front of me, I am here, you are there. So we are separated, right?
Yes.
I and you are two separate entities. Then if I look at myself and I look at you, we are different, right? And as long as this conversation finishes, you go your way and I go my way. We are independent from each other. And I can think that I am better than you, worse than you, superior, inferior. There's the value system, the judgment, right? So this is the mind creation and this is thought. So this is mind as an apparent separate individual entity. So it feels separate from the others and it feels separate from its own reality, which is, again, consciousness or the self.
I don't think we're two separate entities. I think we're the expression of the creator.
Yeah, but we have two. We have the creator and the expression. The whole point is to we are the self. For example, we are talking about the creator. This is something missing in many religions. I don't know why. Or perhaps it is misunderstood or not translated properly, or it is not in the religious texts. Okay?
No. Let me explain my background so you understand me. I'm a professor, I'm a scientist. So you can talk very high materials that I'm not bringing to any religion. That's nothing. So even though when I say creator, I don't know what this means. For me, it's everything and nothing. Sometimes when I'm in empty state, I get much more pleasure than anything else. I mean, empty space, which is also the everything. I'm everything in empty. So, so when I say creator, it's not the way just ordinary people say creator. Okay, so it's slightly different. So that's why I'm a mathematician. That's why I can say it that it's a it's a it's a mapping one to many. Creator is one entity, kind of, which is, I don't know what this entity stands for. Is it empty or infinite, whatever it is? But with the many, so it's one map to many. So, which is all the people in the world, all, if there are any civilizations, all the civilization, everything around us. That's why when you say this, we're different. I agree. I'm a little bit disagree with you because I can feel you. I can feel your eyes. When your daughter yesterday came to you and hugged you, I feel this. I feel so good. So it's like she hugged me because I saw that the way she loves you, okay? It's happened. I said, this is the moment probably I was watching you when she approached you and she expressed yourself because this is the another example of him going through your daughter and touching you and expressing all his feelings.
But do you know him? Have you seen him to speak?
No, him, I don't see anything. I told you, it's emptiness, it's everything. It's I don't have anything. I cannot describe this.
When,
There is no description
when
for
we,
me.
when you say emptiness,
Yes.
what do you mean by emptiness?
I
And
don't feel anything. It's nothing there.
hold on. An ignorant emptiness, and who is the knower of that emptiness? That's what I want to understand.
I see. You're trying to bring your mind to thinking this. I understand this. I don't know who's thinking it, whatever it is. I don't have a clue what's going on. I cannot be directly, when they say feel, I don't feel at all.
If you say emptiness, you must know, if you speak about emptiness, you must know that emptiness is present. It must be a fact for you.
But I cannot describe that.
No. Is it a fact for you that there is such thing as emptiness? Have you seen that emptiness? Have you been aware of that emptiness?
Uh,
Otherwise, it's an idea. That's what I'm asking the question. Are you talking from a belief? Oh, it's a fact for you that you're a scientist, no? So let's check this out properly.
I don't know what to say. It's hard to say. So the moment I start using the words, I'm out. So
What we're trying to find out here is who is this one that says that it is in or out?
uh,
I'll give a small example, right?
great.
You call it emptiness, right? Is that emptiness is not intelligent. So it is a stupid emptiness. So it cannot be empty. See, consciousness is not empty. It's not emptiness. It is wrongly called empty or emptiness because it is empty of name and form. Consciousness cannot be known, it cannot be perceived because it's the ultimate cognizer, right? For example, if in deepest sleep there is absolutely nothing, because this is everybody's experiences every day. In deepest sleep, there is no body, there is no mind, there is no world, there is total absence, there is total darkness. How do I know? When I refer to deepest sleep, how do I know that such experience or such a state is present? I must be present. I must exist, and I must be conscious, right?
Who said you been in the deep sleep?
Huh?
Who is saying that you've been in deep sleep? I can sleep anytime I want, but I don't know what kind of sleep it is.
I'm talking about the deepest sleep. Deepest sleep is only one experience. Is everybody experience deepest sleep? And deepest sleep is a total absence of phenomenon. It's total darkness. There is absolutely nothing, right? In deepest sleep, as far as I know, there is no mind, there is no world, there is no energy, there is absolutely nothing. My question is, how can I know there is absolutely nothing, only I am present and aware. Because if there is nothing, there must be awareness or consciousness of absolutely nothing.
If this happens, no one has to know. You cannot know this. I don't think so.
But the logic must tell you.
I
See,
don't know. I've never been in deep sleep.
you
I
never,
don't know.
you never experienced deep sleep, only dream state.
No, I don't know. I sleep all else. I can sleep right now. I can close my eyes and sleep. I can sleep anytime, anywhere. So when people say deep sleep, probably, maybe, but somebody has to watch me to see if I'm in deep sleep. But how do I know that I'm in deep sleep?
Have you experienced the dream state? I guess so.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So you are the witness. Let's change the word consciousness for witness, okay, as a synonym. You are the witness of the awakened state, and you are the witness of the dream state, and you are the witness of deep sleep if you experience that. So all this changes, but the witness is the same, and it is I. This is what is called real I, right? It's the witnessing consciousness of any phenomenon. Therefore, it cannot be a phenomenon. It is a noumenon, right? It has no name, it has no form. See, the logic itself tells me that even if I say that I disappear in deep sleep, it makes no sense because an entity that disappears cannot know that it disappears. So what I disappears, but who is the other I that is aware of the absence of the other one? It is no other than I. So this I that appears and disappears cannot be real, cannot be the real I. It must be an entity that has relative existence because it appears and disappears. And the other one must have absolute existence, means that it is permanent. So there's a permanent existence. This I, this beginning, endless, and its reality is basically consciousness. For there to be nothing or something, there must be consciousness. And there cannot be anyone that can be aware of that consciousness. There is no way that anything can observe the absolute observer. And the absolute observer cannot even observe itself. That doesn't mean that it doesn't know that it is, but it knows that it is because it is. So it's conscious that that exists because it exists. And because it exists, it's aware that it is. That is the real I, and that is nothing but oneself. So we cannot refer to the creator as something that is expressing this because this is what we really have, right? So because we believe that we are the false I or the phenomenon this and that, then we refer to that as if it is as another entity that is making me do this and that and expressing this and that. I don't know if I am making any sense.
No, I'm trying to grasp. So how about I'll give you model what I think. So it's a 0, 1, infinity. 0 is, like I said, emptiness or nothing, whatever you call it. It's just 1 is the creator, and infinity, everything. And you can make arithmetic of this 0, 1, infinity. Any 0 times 1 is 1, 0. 1 times 1 is 1. Infinity times infinity is infinity. 0 divided by 0, it's indeterminate. It can be 1, but it can be infinity. It can be 0 also. The same thing with the infinity.
Now we
So
are
it's kind of, yes, go ahead.
We're using the same words in a different context, but I know what you mean. So you have like an absolute reality, okay?
Yeah.
You have something that manifests something,
Yes.
not something you call it infinity.
Yeah.
In the other way, I would say here's where the confusion comes.
Okay.
Use of the same terms in different contexts. For me, infinity will be the zero because it is infinite means it is no beginning, it's no end. See, that is infinity. And then without that infinity, there is again that energy, and that energy manifests all this. But they are not three, we cannot separate them. When I speak about mind as having a causal body, subtle body, or gross body, I'm not talking about three things. All that collectively is one. And the self, the fourth entity, is not a fourth entity. All this is one, and this is also one. So there is only one. When really we speak about only one, right? The idea was this expressing itself through that, it simply doesn't rank. That alone is, right? This is the for us, the ultimate understanding, right? You're referring to something called relative non-duality, not absolute non-duality, right? And this absolute mental state of stillness. What is the question about this expressing through that? What is the idea of this and that? And what is the I that says or speaks about this and that? And in that state, anything that we can say about it, it comes too late. My mathematical formulas comes too late. My concepts comes too late. When I try to describe something, it's futile because that something already is before I try to say anything about it. I don't know if you understand what I mean. If I came up with a total understanding of the functioning of the universe, it is only for mental satisfaction is completely useless because the functioning of the universe is already there before I came up with a description.
Yeah, we call it in mathematics axiom. So it's existed always. It's been there all the time. It's like a constant.
Yes.
Yeah. So whatever I told you, this is, I think they're all constant, zero, one, infinity.
No, I
And
mean,
one goes to one goes to another one. One divided by infinity is zero, zero, then what is it? And you want the other way around. So, and then one divided by zero, it's also infinity.
I'm
We
terrible.
have it. So it's one moves to another one, but the one stays always the same. Those interchangeable, but not the one. One is a constant, which has existed all the time before even we talking about this, before whatever happened to the planet Earth, before even the life came in, it's always existed.
Yes.
The constant one.
The whole point of what I'm talking about is to become aware that we are that. No one with that. Oh, the power is gone, but the battery is going to last for a while for the modem. Is that we are that. See, normally when we speak about that, we speak about that. Angel never brought me the nothing. Yeah, but now I cannot use it because I'm using it. Sorry, I'm trying to put some light so I can show my.
So where are you? Why are the lights off? Is it
I'm in a third world country.
Is it blackouts?
Yeah, it's a power cut. Yeah.
Are you in Venezuela?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Margarita,
city? Which
Margarita, Margarita Island,
is it the island? Is it in the what, Pacific Ocean or Atlantic?
Caribbean Sea.
Oh, Caribbean. So it's warm over there.
Oh yeah, really. Today was boiling. We are really close to Trinidad and Tobago. And
Trinidad, Tobago.
so
Right.
when we speak about this infinitude, we always refer to it as something, as the object of my knowledge. And it is possible to become aware of the fact that this is what we actually are. And it's neither a subject nor an object, right? And it simply is, right? So we normally refer to it as something different, something apart, something there. Or theoretically, we assume that we are one with it. But in reality, we are it. Right? We are that. That is the meaning of the I am that, the you are that, in the spirituality. Tatuam asi, or whatever it is. Explain. So one and many. That this is from in this school. This is relative non-duality, right? One and many, right? Absolute non-duality means since the many are one, there is only one, right? One can say there is one sea and many waves, but the waves are the sea, right? Neither separated, nor united, nor one with it. So there is a wave or the sea. In reality, there is no wave. There is only the sea. The sea alone is. So here we can get to discover that is I. Therefore, I alone am. So the idea of that being something else, or there is something else apart from oneself, simply does not arise. For the practicality of daily life, we may have to use this language, which is essentially dual, right? Even for you to explain that there is only one, you are using an example of three. The zero, the one, and the infinite.
But they all offsprings of the one. The duality part of it. That's how they said. One has, I can say the properties of one or features of one.
Okay.
The kind of features of one. One is a constant. Everything comes from it.
Yes.
And then zero and infinity, they move to each other.
Yes.
They cross each other.
Yes. There's
For
no.
me, it's the way to understand this. This is.
Yes. Now, the infinite doesn't become anything. The infinite remains infinite. It remains always as it is. Its reality is always the same, unchangeable, unaffected. It doesn't suffer any modification. It always remains as it is. So people say that becomes this. No, that doesn't become anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that is game of the what you call one that produces the infinity, right? No, this is the game of the creator. No, the creator is not playing any game. The creator is the background where this mental game, what you call one, we call it mind, that brought all this into existence, right? So it's a game of this energy, right? What is matter but condensed energy, right? So we call this gross because we can touch it, we can feel it through the senses. But the mind is also an object, subtle, but it is there. This is why it's called subtle body. This is called gross body. and this is subtle body, right? It's subtle because I cannot touch it with my hands. It's not physically tangible, but it is there, right? And there is energy that can be felt. The energy that is manifesting all that and animating all that. Now, saying this, the question arises. I spoke about matter, gross body. I spoke about mind, subtle body, and I spoke about energy. Now, the question is, there must be a consciousness of all that. And it cannot be other than I, because I am the one that is speaking about that, the one that knows that. So my reality, what I am really, must be that infinity. What you call infinity? I'm using your terminology for, not infinity, but what you call zero, sorry. I am that zero consciousness. Just to mix the two, your terminology and my terminology, put them together, because we are talking about the same thing using simply different content, concepts, or concepts in different contexts, right? But I think we are talking about the same thing. The question will arise again. Is it a fact for me that this zero actually exists, that I know it directly, and that I know it as I? That is what we're trying to figure out here. It is possible, right? To know that this is what I actually am. Everything else too. But this is what I am really, because it's permanent. Everything else is what I may appear to be, right? And ultimately, it is known that they are not two, they are one. See, if I say I am this, I say I am not that. If I say I am that, I say I am not this, right? If I say I am this and that, still we have two, right? So I don't know what I am not, because I am all this, and I don't know what I am, because I cannot know it, I can only be it, right? When we get to this, I don't know. That is the...
Yeah.
When no concepts arise, when there is no concept, when the concept does not arise, then we know what the truth actually is. And I agree with you. That truth cannot be put into words. Even in this school, all the words used to refer to it, they only mean that we cannot refer to it. We say it is nameless, it is formless, it has no attributes, it has no characteristics, no qualities. It doesn't change, it doesn't suffer modifications, right? It is unaffected. So what am I saying? Am I saying that there is nothing that I can say about it? Am I right?
I like it.
So, the thing is, do I know that directly, or I know that theoretically, or by intuition, or by logic? That is the question. The whole point of what we call inquiry is for that truth, or whatever we like to call it, to become one's direct knowledge, right? But again, it cannot be the knowledge of something, but it's the knowledge of myself as that something. See, that's what I am really. Or that is my nameless, formless reality, or my immortal aspect, if one can use that word, right? Because it was never born, it was never created, right? It cannot come out of nothing, right? So the assumption is that that must exist always. There is no beginning of that. Everything else may have a beginning and an end, but that cannot have a beginning or an end, right? Because it cannot not be, and now it is. So it, it makes. Right? But what now is not and then is the so-called potentiality, right? So this body already existed in a potential or latent state. It's a possibility. And now that possibility is now manifested or appears as this, right? But when I refer to this, it's the mind that gives the impression that there is this, that there is an individual thing. That for me or for us, the universe is an indivisible mass of energy. They are really not separate objects or persons or people or anything, right? And we don't see it even as if they are related with one another because there is no one and the other. It's an indivisible mass of illusory power condensed. So if I see a picture where there are many objects in that picture, I don't see the object. There is only one picture, there's only one image, right? So the illusion is one, and it is inseparable from reality. See, it is only one.
Yes. You mentioned energy. Of course, I don't want to abuse your time because your time is over. So maybe we'll continue. I want to hear what you understand as energy
Yes,
because
we should.
we're all trying to get, is it true we need more energy?
I will put it in this way. We can like elaborate a little bit later.
No,
But
no, no, we'll do next time. This is only beginning. If I start asking, I'm not going to stop asking. Maybe summer, I have summer vacation. Maybe I'll visit you. Then we'll talk from the morning until evening.
when people say that if we need more energy, I say there cannot be more energy than the energy that already is.
Nice. It's a constant.
Yes, it can be modified, right? It can change the frequency, and that frequency can take any shape. But there cannot be more energy than the energy that already exists, right? But yes, for sure we can go on later on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that I like it. Our talks.
Yes.
And I really appreciate. By
Okay.
the way, I speak Russian too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's when the Russian speaking people come, I watch also.
I was trying to pick up your accent, so it sounds Russian to me, but
I'm originally I'm from USSR. I was born in USSR,
right,
but in the southern part of it, Central Asia, Tashkent, Uzbekistan. But I studied in Moscow 15 years.
right.
So since in USSR, official language was Russian language. That's why in my age, all those people from those former republics
Yes,
of USSR, they all speak Russian. My
Lithuania,
wife is Russian. My wife is Russian, so
mine too.
uh, to see we have, yeah. So uh, that's why I want. Probably, if you don't mind, I'll visit you in summertime if you're going to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And I'll bring you a generator because you need the power. So you can continue all your
Can bring some
yeah.
grapes. You
Huh?
appreciate. Can
Say it again. Did I miss something?
bring some grechka, it will be nice.
Oh, Grechka. Yeah, I'll bring a lot of Grechka because we have Russian stores here. See, what the California is good. Oh, I like your cat. Is it cat? I have two dogs. Let me show. The one is here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here's another one over there. So see, the beauty of California, we have all the foods from all over the world.
Yes.
A lot of people come, so we have Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean, everything, and Russian also. The Russian speaking people, we have all the food comes here. We don't have to travel. And Grechka is very good.
Yeah, it is.
Here's what we can do. Uh, you have my coordinates, right? Do you?
No, you can look for me on Facebook. I'm not fan
I
of
don't
it.
have a Facebook. I don't put myself on different things.
Oh,
I keep low profile, even though here, uh, if you try to find my photograph on internet, you cannot find out. But you can Google me, you can find my name, you can see it, but not the pictures. I don't put my pictures on. I try to keep low profile.
yeah,
That's my.
normally don't release any personal details on
That's
YouTube.
okay.
Yeah, because it gets recorded and all that stuff. Is like,
Anyway, I'll find out the way.
oh,
Yes, thank you so much because I'm over your time. I abused your time. Sorry, but conversation was so interesting
okay.
because those questions I'm interested in.
I feel this.
I know a lot of people I respect. I'm hugging all the people here. They have all the fans. They're following you. I'm your fan also because the way we came, by the way, you know Larissa, right? The lady,
Yes, yes,
few questions. Come on, she bothered you that several times.
yes.
We're friends with her.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're really close friends. So, we watch your your shows or whatever videos from Russia a long time,
Right.
and we fall in love with you. The way you talk. No, 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 no. This is really. And then we decided one day it came, that she came 2 weeks ago, right? Kind of. I was watching you also, but I kept my name differently. So I wanted, you couldn't see me, that's, but
Yeah,
today you didn't answer my questions. I guess you wanted me to, because I sent you this question on the question, you
yeah.
said, will respond soon. You said me this, but
Oh,
you never responded me. That was me.
oh.
You put this. It's okay
Where,
because it forced me
where,
to show up.
where do you write the question?
The same question I asked today
Yeah, but where?
on
Which?
the questionnaire. That the one that there is a question people can ask you there.
Oh, the chat.
Is it chat? Yeah, probably chat. You said I will respond soon. Then I thought because you have to do a lot of writing. So to answer my question, you have to talk. That's why
I must have missed it because my wife went through surgery recently. We were a lot of busy with that.
stressful life.
Yeah, not stressful, but busy. It was quite busy. So I may have overlooked it.
No, I'm not saying anything against you. Come on, I'm a teacher. Sometimes I forget to answer. I'm busy, then this is okay. But my question was difficult. If you start writing, you won't be able to say everything you said today. Okay? No, I'm glad you didn't answer. It's not happened accidentally. It's happened for the reason.
Even normally, when people, there are some questions that you may be able to reply in written because it's short but
No, 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 no. I didn't want short answer. That's why I decided to talk. By the way, I recorded this. That's why I'm going to analyze after that. Okay. I'm going to go through this and then I like analysis. I'm
okay,
good in analysis. I'm not good in spontaneous answering questioning. I'm not, what is it, litigation lawyer. They can do. My wife is litigation. She can do this immediately, left, right, and finished. I cannot, but I'm good in analytical. So I'm going to watch whatever you told. So I just and then see. I hope it's. I record. I tried to record. Maybe it's recorded already.
otherwise, by tomorrow, this video will be on YouTube. So you can write down the date and you will find out the recording on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. That.
Normally, the video of the night time is uploaded on the first session, midday. And
Okay, yeah.
midday session of today, for example, is uploaded now. So midday is uploaded at night, and night the next day. So today is 1st of February, and then you can
Yeah,
write.
February. Yeah.
So you don't, I noticed that somebody was recording the meeting, so it was you.
No, you cannot see how I'm recording. No, it's impossible. I
Well,
have my own software inside. It does not say anything.
well, didn't you record it on your computer from the application?
No. I did find my own. I have softwares. Come on, I'm professor. We have so many softwares. You can record anything. Then when they say you cannot record, I can record anything, break it, and so.
Something saying recording start.
No, your recording starts. So it show no, you might not show my recording start. Are you sure?
Yeah. Normally, it showed up after mine.
Really? No, it's probably one of your co-hosts they can record.
Okay, good.
Because they have a right, because mine is not related. It's record the screen. It's completely different software. Anyway, I'm glad hopefully it's recorded. It's not, I'm gonna go and get from your YouTube. It's a nice meeting you. It's so nice people here. I know by name there's a lot of people I know by names, and I wish you all the best.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Yeah,
Good.
it's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I love you all, guys. I love you. All the best to Venezuela.
Okay. Nos vemos entonces mañana, ¿ok? Chao.
Thank you. Bye.